In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm going to start today reading Quran. I seek refuge from shaitan in Allah, and I'm calling this session a reminder because Quran is itself the biggest reminder for us, for human. And the style I'm going to adopt in reading this Quran is reading Quran without human injected stories. So I'm not going to take help of human incitations, descriptions. So all you will do, read Quran by getting meanings of the same word from the Quran. This is very simple, and the basic thing about Quran is that it has no contradiction. So if any word and translators puts in different ways in different ayats with different meanings, that's the thing happens in most of the translations. So we will try to get the core meaning of that word properly by analyzing the same word in different ayats. So let's see how we do it and how it goes, and may Allah help us. So this is the very first thing we do while we are going to start reading Quran, that we seek refuge in Allah from shaitan. So that is the instruction Allah has given us. This is in Surah Nahl, Surah 16, and ayat is 98, where Allah is saying, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. So you can see very straightforward. There are three parts: reading Quran, seeking refuge in Allah, and from shaitan. So the words Allah is using here, faiza, whenever, so repeatedly, faiza qara'at al-Quran. The basic thing I want to point out is that misconceptions we have about the word. So this is the word qara'at al-Quran, qara'ata, ikra, word most people we know, ikra word. So in most of us there is a misconception of reading Quran, like Quran can be read without understanding. You don't need to understand the Quran, you can just read it and you will get swab, and so many people say no, this is okay because it will inspire people and people get more close to Quran. But this is not the instruction. Basically, this is not the instruction. This is not the meaning of the word kariyat. So this karata, translators are using the word recite. So recite gives the feelings like, okay, you just can read it and you don't have to understand it. You can read it with versatile tones and phenomena, style. So it feels good, it listens good. So people don't concentrate on understanding this. But this karata word is basically doesn't mean that. It means study, investigate, analyze, read with understanding. Read, that doesn't mean that read without understanding. So let's see in Quran how this word is used. So this is the 15 ayats, 15 times this word is used. So here is ayat, the translation you can see. So when the Quran is recited, they are again using this word recited, then listen to it and pay attention that you may receive mercy. So from this very essence of this ayat, you can feel it. Why Allah is asking to listen it and pay attention? It's not music that you listen it with attention to get a feelings, enjoy, entertainment. No, this is not that. So you need to understand it, so you have to listen it and you have to pay attention. So and the word Allah is using is a Kuriya al Quran. So Kuriya al Quran, while Kuriya al Quran, when it's reading, you should pay attention and you understand. There's another variation, Yakraun al Kitab. So Yakraun al Kitab, here is translations. So if you are in doubt about that which we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the scripture before you. So the people, Allah is asking to go to that people who are reading the scripture before, the books, the revelations before came Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So how can they remove doubt if they doesn't understand? So those who are reading the scripture with understanding, it means that. And Faiza Karat al Quran, this is the ayat we are studying, and this is Ikra Kitabak. So this means read your record. So record, you are reading record without understanding, it doesn't mean that. When you read some accounting, some records, that means you have to understand it. Otherwise that reading is meaningless. Faiza Karat al Quran. When you recite the Quran, we put between you and those who do not believe in hereafter a council partition. What is the partition? So both parties here, who believe, who not believe, they are listening the same ayah, same pronunciations, same sound into both ears. So where the cover is working is in the understanding. Yakraun, here comes again. The day we will call forth every people with their record, then whoever is given his record in his right hand, those will read their records. So again, in reading records, this is Yakraun. So I think if you study yourself, I have seen all these ayat. So what I wanted to cover, that is this word karata basically means reading with understanding. It's not only reading without understanding. So again Allah is this is the ayat. It is a Quran which we have separated by intervals, that you might recite it to people over a prolonged period, and we have sent it down progressively. So the effort you see God is showing here, like prolonged period, there is a gap, there is a progressiveness of sending down this ayat, all basically to make people understand this ayat. It's not just to read ayats. Fakarahu, he had decided it to them, they would not have been believers in it. They are not getting it. So this is the word I was the emphasis in this thing, very starting of this reading session, basically. That karata, ikra, doesn't mean to read without understanding. It means reading with understanding. It's not to enjoy the beauty of recital of this Quran, is to understand the meaning of the Quran. So we get guidance. So if you just put away this understanding part, it becomes totally meaningless. So be careful on this. So Qira'atul Quran, what is Quran? Quran is, if you search what is Quran, go to this word, see in